Hey everyone, it's 10 Types, and recently I've been working on a really exciting Pokemon TCG deck, and this is one that I've not seen anyone play really at all. I mean, it's pretty weird, right? I'm not gonna lie, and it's actually pretty interesting here. Recently on the channel, I played a deck that is kind of the same deck, but it definitely has a lot of big differences. That deck was Cinderace, which you can choose to start, and it can accelerate energy. It has pretty good stats, though it is not as explosive as its ability name might imply. Tirtouga, which has its attack here doing damage based on items in your opponent's discard, and I also paired it with the Loyal 3, the single prize basics, which are very mediocre. Long story short, I kind of messed around with it, and they all got cut. And the idea here is to potentially start Cinderace. I also play Snorlax Doll. This is not Snorlax Stall, the deck that is maybe a stall deck or maybe a control deck that isn't in the game anymore. And it's a card that's an item that has HP and can be played like a Pokemon, but not during the game, only before the game. And it can also not be played. Anyways, Snorlax Doll is here to potentially start. Same thing with Cinderace, though Cinderace is better. Snorlax Doll doesn't give up a prize, I'll say. Originally I wanted to pair it with Luxurious Cape to like be really strong and not give up prizes and stuff, but that's currently not in the list here. But ultimately, what you want to do here is use this to power up your other Pokemon, Cinderace or TM Turbo Energize, which is a weaker Turbo Flare attack. And we have Mega Kangaskhan, a really cool Mega card, probably the best. I also tried this with a bunch of other Megas. I had 3 Mega Kangaskhan EX, Mega Absol EX, and Mega Mawile EX, and I was considering Mega Latias EX as well. Ultimately, Mega Kangaskhan has the highest HP, which is super important here. It also has the it's not the most damage, but it has like decent damage theoretically, because I've definitely had games where I've gotten super lucky and won off of that. It could do the most damage. It does a good chunk of damage. It's colorless, and it draws you cards. It just does a lot of things. It does them decently well. So it's a good card here. Mimikyu is also a very good defensive Pokemon because previously, as I said, I had the Loyal 3. Okidogi was really the star of the show there, but it was, compared to a multi-prizer, very underwhelming. It's not a multi-prizer, so that's good, but it required a decent amount of energy committed to it and also was a pretty mediocre attacker and had like decent HP. Really good for a single prizer, but ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, most decks can one-shot, like Teal Mass Ogerpon or Raging Bull EX or whatever, right? Mimikyu is tanking a different way, being immune to EXs and Vs. Mimikyu is currently on the fence for being cut. I've just made a lot of changes to the stack, but it is defensive. It is cool here. I do like it. I mentioned Luxurious Cape. Luxurious Cape Mimikyu is super good. I kept finding myself getting Jamming Towered, so I was like, oh, I'll put in Town Store. But you can still get Jamming Towered if you have Town Store. So anyways, Mimikyu is interesting, though. Pretty good sometimes. Wellspring Ogerpon EX is one of the newer additions in terms of Pokemon. I mean, they're all new, but this one is the newest or second newest. Sob can retreat lock and buy you time and do some stuff, I guess. And then Torrential Pump here can do 100 and it can also do 120 snipe. It shuffles 300 into your deck. Normally with this card, you're actually only shuffling 2 in when you're pairing with Sparkling Crystal, but we don't play that. So we're shuffling 3 in. Theoretically, you could have more after it, but it's going to be kind of hard there. Then Rotom here. This is the newest edition. I played with it like once. I think it was okay the game I played with it. And its first stack for 1 lightning says your opponent reveals their hand, discards all items and tools you find there. Then energy short for 1 lightning does 20 for each energy attached to your opponent's active. Both attacks are pretty interesting. Energy short, pretty mediocre, but not bad by any means. I definitely can think of use cases of it, but they're not amazing either. But ultimately, it's a 1 energy basic attacker that's better than Wellspring in terms of damage here, but anyways, then the first stack discards items from our opponent's hand, which is super good because it allows us to get more value out of Tirtouga, also force our opponents to do more to get to where they need to, which again will force more damage from Tirtouga. Ultimately, Mega Kangaskhan drawing cards is super nice because it allows us to get into our Tirtougas as well as our anti-cover fossils, the basic for Tirtouga, which isn't a basic in the deck. It's an item, so you can't search out, except for with Arven. That's not even good. You could search out your Pokemon with Arven anyway, just by getting a Nest Ball or Ultra Ball or something. They have added switches in. You need switch for Mega Kangaskhan EX with the retreat cost of 3, but you also still needed it because I originally had Air Balloon. Originally you needed it for to be paired with for Tortuga as well. Theoretically, I didn't play it, but I certainly could have. But then also with Snorlax Doll, you can't retreat it ever. You can never retreat Snorlax Doll because you can't. You just can't. So yeah, Switch is also what you need there. Anyways, a lot of stuff going on in this deck. Wacky energy line here. Shockingly not wacky trainers. So there's some like kind of weird stuff. But anyways, let's just top in. As I said, it's a really fun deck that I wanted to talk about. Spend a little longer on the intro than I normally did, but I definitely recommend trying this deck. It's pretty cool. Also, I definitely recommend subscribing. It's cool as well, and liking and all that stuff. But anyways, let's hop into this first game here. See what we're up against. Hopefully, it's I don't know. I don't know what I'm hoping for. Something fun and exciting for a video, I guess, which is also probably not good. Fun and exciting and good are not opposites, but definitely not quite the same. Also, we do want to go second. If we go first, it's not necessarily the end of the world, but we have some funny things we can do this deck, and we want to attack turn one going second to accelerate energies as well, which we can do pretty consistently, and we are going second. Nice, let's go. Hopefully we get a good hand here. We play a ton of supporters. It's a very supporter-based dungeon because it's not a Pokemon-based dungeon, certainly, because we don't play many of those. Well, we play a good chunk of Pokemon, but not a good chunk of basics. We play 4. Kind of more if you count this, but and if you count Cinderace, I guess we actually do play a lot of basics. But anyways, we draw into this hand, which is terrible. But that's fine because wait, is this? Yeah, this is pretty bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to mulligan because I'm not playing Pokemon. I'm playing another TCG. No, but we can choose to mulligan if that's our only basic. Also, we got Cinderace. Let's go. I'll start that. You have to start Cinderace. You can't play it if you don't start it. This hand's actually super good. Or it's pretty good. It's pretty good. We have the Kangaskhan to draw ourselves some cards potentially. We have Pokégear. We got Nest Ball. Don't think we'll need Nest Ball. We see Ethan Toho EX. Okay, that's interesting here. We do have anti-cover fossil as well. That's super good. A big reason why we play relatively low basic count is so we can use anti-cover fossil. Also, I'm not familiar with this deck. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I closed Chrome as well. I guess I'll open that up to go ahead and look at. Let me make sure I'm not streaming, like showing my screen and covering up all the gameplay. But okay, we see a Fez as well. Quite early there. We see okay, a Carmen. That makes sense. And then we see another target at okay, wait, ADHP. Okay, I guess they're not playing Ready Poffin. And then I'm actually going to look at a list online. Sorry to my opponent and I guess the viewers because I'm not doing anything in game right now. But this deck hasn't seen that much play. Okay. They're playing I don't know, normal stuff. I'm not going to lie. Unfortunately, Mimikyu not going to be enough here because they play the Armrouge. So, anyways, I'm going to go and probably not Nest Ball. And I could go for the Ogerpon. I don't hate it. It's kind of fun. And as I said, I'm not getting a basic here, just thinning. Maybe grab Mimikyu. I don't think it's bad to grab Mimikyu looking at what people are running. It's not like really a liability. Like it kind of sort of is, but also it could legitimately have some use cases as well. Forcing my opponent to send up Armrouge. If we can knock out their Armrouge, that's pretty cool here. Kind of want to Pokégear because my hand's like kind of mediocre. I guess I will. We see Arven. That's kind of fun. We could Arven. We could also not Arven. I don't think I actually will here. And I'll go ahead. I'll attach. I'll play Rotom, I think. Rotom's definitely interesting here to disrupt them. Could be good. They play. The list I'm looking at here plays 13 items and no tools. That's not that many. Okay. Arven, no tool we want, no item we're really looking for right now. I'll definitely play the fossil though. I'm thinking I could Arven next turn for the what is it? The fossil, not the fossil, the Tirtouga, the fossil evolution. But I'll start with Turbo Flare here. Also, we hit him for weakness, which is super good. I'll go for Water, Lightning, Psychic, and I'm gonna go put the water on the Tirtouga, obviously, or the fossil, the anti-cover fossil, and I'll put the other two on Mimikyu to maybe force an Armrouge out from them because Armrouge, as I said, is good. It is going to get through Mimikyu, but they really have to do that to get through Mimikyu. They also have Chi-Yu. Oh, they have Slitherwing, apparently, this list that I'm seeing online here, but I think they're going to go for Armrouge. That's easier. They're going to Iono us. Okay, that's fine. We did get the Arven. I think that's actually what baited it out from them, but it's not like a huge deal here. Yeah, we get into a certainly better hand, not surprisingly. We see the Armrouge from them. They also haven't gotten another Ethan's Hoa. Okay, they got another Armrouge. That's a little annoying. I was hoping that, we could get rid of the Armrouge, but we get rid of one, but they got another. It gets rid of a bunch of energy. It definitely has value if we get rid of the Armrouge. And it's pretty easy to do. They need like 3 items in the discard there. We see a Prism there. I thought that was Jet, and I was really confused. And they pass. Okay, that's good for us. We don't have the knockout here. Wait, what? They got 2. Yeah, we don't have the knockout, but that's all right. We probably Mimikyu. I probably attached a Kangaskhan. Also get an Arven here for the fossil. I'll just get another one of these up. That seems kind of fun. I'll get the TM here. I think I'll Ultra Ball away the TM as well as a Switch maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure if I don't really love getting rid of the Switch. I'm not gonna lie. Don't really love getting rid of any of these cards here, but I really do want to get the fossil down in case my opponent hits me with more disruption. Don't know if that's perfectly like super good, but I don't even remember if we have another Switch in deck either. Um, Switch is useful. I can recover the lightning. I'll get rid of the lightning. Sure, why not? Maybe even attach to the other fossil here. Definitely not a huge fan of that play. But Kangaskhan's like super mediocre. No, honestly, it's like super bad as an attacking option. I feel like they might be able to one-shot it. I'm looking at what they play. They probably won't, to be honest. But it's not super strong either. I could attack to set things up more as well. Don't even remember what energy's in the deck. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably attached to the fossil here, as I said, and maybe we'll accelerate. We're kind of trying to force them to like do something though. But we might have another turn. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we have another turn, so I'll just Turbo Flare here. Don't love it, obviously. And we got we just have one. I wasn't sure how much we had. 'Cause I didn't remember. Wait, do we play 6 energies or 8? As I said, I've been changing this list a lot. Anyways, we'll just attach to Kangaskhan here. We can attach the next turn using Night Stretcher. We still got the Switch. I mean, I think it's fine. And they're gonna Carmen. Okay, so they did have us, or they got us board. I might have top decked it there. And get rid of their enhance. Honestly, don't really mind that one. Quite like it actually. They now we're going to have to. What do they do? They accelerated to fire. Oh, the animation just looked like weird. Okay. Then they're probably gonna attack active here. They are down just 2 items still, which is annoying. I think I Mimikyu, which is super mediocre here, specifically because they are able to. All right, what are they doing? Oh, and then they have another one there. Specifically because they have the Arm Rouge and the other Arm Rouge. So it's not amazing, but it's not terrible. Oh, and they have the exact knockout as well. And they heal as well. Healing is like not so good. We don't have the knockout, right? Yeah, no, we're hitting for 120. I want to make sure. I've definitely gotten that wrong before. I'll send a Mimikyu, gonna attach to Kangaskhan, and probably Lillie's. Yeah, that's fine. I'll obviously not get back the Cinderace. I'll get back the Psychic. There's like some value in the Lightning. There's not that much value in the Lightning, but there's a little bit. Lightning would be swinging for one. No, 80. We do swing for 80, which is like okay, but Mimikyu is definitely gonna be better, doing almost as much and walling everything they have, which is like really good. I'll TM Turbo Energize wherever and just swing here, which is okay, I guess. We're like barely doing any damage, so that's not great. But we'll be doing enough to grab the knockout with Mega Kangaskhan. Mega Kangaskhan's cool switch. We can get out of the Mega Kangaskhan. So as you can see, the deck's working really smoothly here. We're not in an amazing position. They got the Mega Latias, or sorry, the Latias EX in play as well. I keep thinking of Mega Latias because I was just playing with that. Just record that video if you don't know. I don't record all my videos the day I play them, but they got the Arm Rouge. They got Golden Flame as well. So they're both maintaining a lot of energy on the board, and Armor Rouge. We don't even have to knock out with the Tirtouga. Guess it's Mega Kangaskhan time. Which is what it is. It's not terrible. This isn't a horrendous spot. I guess we Iono them because like we don't need a ton of draws. The draws still might be better for us. I'm not sure. We really need them to go ahead and play another. Wait, why did they move a Prism? I don't know. Okay. Sorry, I was just like really caught off guard by that play. I was definitely expecting them to move basic fires. They could have missed this as well. It's like pretty clunky the way that it works here, but I think I'll. Iono. I don't know. We don't even shrink their hand that much either, so I don't love that play. Potentially might even just help them. We got Counter Catcher. Okay, that's really interesting. I don't see a great target here. We could go for the Ho-Oh. And also the Prism's now stuck on the Arm Rouge, which is really cool for us. Going after the Ho-Oh gives us 2 prizes, right? That's like the particularly good thing about it. So I think I'll go for that. I think I'll go for Iono. I'd love to, if I had more confidence in Coin Flips, I'd go for something else, but I'll just go for the 2 prizes. That seems fine. Force more out of them. A big thing here now is that we want to get our anti-cover fossils or like our Tirtougas going here. We do have Legacy Energy as well, theoretically floating around in the deck somewhere. If we could get that onto something, that'd be cool. So we can just finish off the game with this board and, kind of force them to go through everything, but we don't have that right now. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead. Oh, I should have used Run Aaron first, but it doesn't really matter here. Also, sorry about my voice. I am a little under the weather. / record a bunch of videos. Honestly, recording a bunch of videos probably not the best thing for me, but wow, what? We did a lot of damage there. Okay, well, we would have definitely knocked out literally anything in the entire game, but whatever, it doesn't matter. We get the knockout there. That was funny. We got Tirtouga Cover Fossil. Okay, that's fine. Probably not going to use that, but it's cool to get. Then we see them send up their Mega Latias. It doesn't really matter what they send up. They don't want to send up Arm Rouge because it's not a pivot, but everything else is. And they have a Legacy Energy of their own. That's not great. They send they play Terrapagos. Okay. At first I was like, oh, they're going to wall me with Terrapagos. Then I was like, wait, no, that's not how that card works. So they got Ogerpon. They're going to accelerate more energies. They have like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's like probably almost all, if not all of their energies here. But that's fine. They're probably gonna. How much are they swinging for? I guess they'll Chronopal because it does the same damage and theoretically gives them some volume. Oh, I guess not. I guess like committing all your energies is like super sketchy here. Also, how much are we swinging for? No, not any more damage. Oh, that's not good. Oh, what are we doing here? Do I boss the Ho-Oh? That seems super sketchy. There's nothing we can one-shot guaranteed here. I guess we'll start things off with Run Errands. Obviously we were looking for a knockout with the trap, or not the trap ghost, the Turtle Tirtouga, and we just don't have that at all. Could draw more with the Iono. I don't like that. I don't even remember if Legacy Energy is in the deck here. Going after Trap Ghost, obviously super mediocre. Going after Ethans is okay. We're reducing their energy a lot. If we miss the knockout, that's bad. There's a 50-50. We get it here. Knockout Trap Ghost is super mediocre. Not really doing too much for us. So I guess we'll go boss the could also boss Arm Rouge, kind of force him to like commit energy and retreat, but I don't really like that. They obviously have the knockout next turn here, but I'll just go for it. We'll just kind of see where we're at. I'll rapid fire combo, go ahead and hopefully get the knockout. If we don't get the knockout, we're going to Iono next turn. If we do, we're probably going to Iono, but we do get the knockout. Nice. Getting lucky, obviously. It's there's some luck at play here. Coin flips are, unfortunately, for me, a pretty big part of this deck. I don't really like coin flips, but we see Counter Catcher, Ultra Ball. Okay. We can Counter Catcher next turn if we want as well. We could trap something in the active. Likelihood that works is pretty low. They're gonna Iono us. Oh wow, they're very low. Okay. And they have Fez. They got a lot of things. We need them to play cards. We need them to play a bunch of items here. They played 2 still. They played super well. This is the first person I played against who's really been able to avoid playing items. They do play another one here, so now we're swinging for 180 with Tirtouga, which is good. We can Counter Catcher next turn if we want to, because we have the Arven, and that will work. They get Iron Bundle down. Not at all what I was expecting. They're good Night Stretching as well. Now we're swinging for... Sorry, I said we're swinging for... Yes, we're swinging for 90, 180 with weakness. They get a Ho-Oh down. Wait, we're swinging for 240? Wait a second. Wait, what? Oh, wait, we got this. Let's go. I'm pretty sure, unless I counted wrong, which I might have. They didn't Briar, right? They didn't like just win there. I'm pretty sure, right? We're swinging for and they're weak. Yeah, they're weak. I don't know why they're weak. I feel like they should be weak to lightning, but yeah, we got that. Okay, wow. I can't believe that worked. Did not deserve to win this one, but we somehow got there. Don't really know what to say there. I'm not gonna lie. They like really fumbled there as well. I'm not gonna lie. They could have been fine if they had not played the Ho-Oh or not played the Nest Ball. Or like just not played a bunch of those cards, but it's fine. Also, we could not have trapped them. Our Wellspring was prized, which I observed earlier and then subsequently forgot. So yeah, but we won. The deck worked. It did pretty much what it's looking to do. The deck's super sketchy. It's not amazing, but I think it's pretty decent so far. But let's hop into one more game here, see how things go. Oh, we ranked up. Yippee. But let's hop into a next one here. And another one. And okay, we find a match instantly, which is cool. And let's see what we're up against. Hopefully it's something cool, not too good. Honestly, that last match, super cool. theoretically, it should have been super in our favor because of the weakness stuff. That's not really what ended up happening, except at the end there. But anyways, I'll choose to go second again, of course. Going second, like, super good for this deck. As you are really looking to use a setup attack. It's kind of like Joltik Vox. It's not Joltik Vox, but it has similarities. And okay, we start Cinderace. We have a pretty good hand here. It's not absurd, but it's certainly fine. It's actually pretty good. We got Cinderace. We don't have the fossils, but we have access to one if we want. With Arven turn one, we have a bunch of supporters, so just good. This is a super high supporter deck. Normally I don't go for this type of deck. Normally I play for decks with pretty complicated like search trees with like Noctowl stuff like kind of like that. Okay, we're up against Ethans. This is interesting here. Don't know what I'm trying to do in this matchup, to be honest. Probably Tirtouga. We probably get the first knockout, to be honest. That'd be super good. We see an Iron Bundle hit the bench, and just a pass. Okay, I guess Iron Bundle so they can't get donked, but realistically, if they get knocked out, it's really bad for them. They probably have Search. If we, I don't know, they still probably have Search. So I will Iono. I'll just kind of chill here. Let's see. We could. No, we can't get the knockout. I'll grab the tool. Also, did you know that these items that are like Pokemon are at the end of this search for some reason? But anyways, I'll grab what's in the deck. I could go for Ogerpon. I do like that. I might Nest Ball for Ogerpon. It is a 2-prizer, but like I think it's still the right play. What else? We could go for Kangaskhan. This is a 3-prizer. They don't one shot. They could still one shot it. They could still one shot it, and it gives up another prize. So I think it's bad. I can also go for the Tirtouga. They haven't played any items yet, so I'll just go for these. I think Ogerpon's good, and yeah, we got the energy almost timed out there. That would have been really bad. I was aware of the timer. It's not like I wasn't paying attention to it, but I was just yapping over here. I will probably TM Turbo Energize to attach, not to attack with it because it's bad. And yeah, I'll just toss it here on the bench. I think is fine. I doubt I want it later. I could have sobbed to like sob. That seems really bad. I'm not gonna do that. I'll grab a water, a lightning, a psychic. Sure, I could go for water psychic. Keep the lightning. No, this is right. This is right. And obviously those all go on the benched Ogerpon there. We can torrential pump next turn. We got counter catcher, which we theoretically could use. Probably not. Actually, no, like definitely not. How much do they swing for? They swing for 60 plus or 40 plus 60 per. So that's going to be. They probably don't have. Oh, they Lily's Determination. Okay, so I don't really know what's going to go down here. Probably not that much. They're probably going to evolve to a stage 1. Probably going to get their one setup okay. Probably not amazing. Honestly, we're probably in a good position where we're going to be able to go ahead and torrential pump here. Yeah, that thumbs up I don't think is a good thumbs up by them. I did cut the air balloon. Oh, they scoop. Okay, let's go. They scooped because they just didn't really have anything. They saw the Ogerpon, saw us with a free retreater. New things are over there. So yeah, not going to play their game here for you today. To keep it a gameplay video, probably a little shorter here, but as I said, the deck's super fun. I've been playing with it. The first deck that I've legitimately been playtesting, outside of that Goldengo deck where I played in a regional tournament, which was like fine, but it's just Goldengo, right? This is a deck that's super wacky, super out there, and super fun. Every card in the deck has a purpose, has been like looked at, and is still being changed. But I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, all the good stuff, and tell me down below your thoughts on this deck. And as I said, I'd really recommend trying it out. But I hope you enjoyed, and as Osmond said, see you in the next video.